Well, welcome back to Morning Break. On this Wednesday morning, you're taking a live look outside with our Riverfront Skycam. We're a reverse look back towards the Savannah skyline. Always a great looking shot when you look the other way and see some of the beautiful sights in Savannah through that Skycam. Well, one local couple is turning the personal tragedy of losing a child into a community-wide campaign to help other families fight the genetic disease that claimed the life of little Hallie Grace Davis. And you can offer your support at a fundraising event this weekend. Joining us today on what would have been their daughter's third birthday, the founders of Heroes for Hallie Grace, Ann and Joe Davis. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
It fascinates me when folks are able to take a personal tragedy and turn it into something that helps others. But before we get too far into that, please tell me a little bit about Hallie Grace.
Yeah. So Hallie is our middle child. And she was born today, 3 years ago. And I had a very healthy pregnancy, so we weren't expecting anything to go wrong. And then she came out and she had a few blisters on her. And immediately Memorial Health was a little bit concerned and took a look at her, and they diagnosed her pretty quickly with some form of this condition called epidermolysis bullosa, or EB, which is much easier to say. We actually thought she was going to have a mild case based on how she was born, and then unfortunately later we found out that she had more of the most terminal type. And so we had her for 3 months and 3 days, and we were blessed every moment that we did, and she has really just changed our life and impacted the life of so many around us.
Yeah, you were able to take what happened to you and turn it into something positive.
Yes.
So not only preserving her memory, but helping others who are dealing with something that a lot of folks don't know about. I think you told me it is the worst disease you never heard of.
Yes, that's what we were always told about it, and honestly, when she was born and they said the words, I mean, we had never heard it before. And it is the worst disease because basically it's a genetic condition where the person doesn't produce a necessary protein to hold the skin together. So it shears or blisters with any sort of friction or heat. So it's a very painful condition. It impacts how you do diaper changes. We have to do wound care. How you even hold your baby can be impacted by this just because you could actually cause more pain. Now, obviously, we still wanted to love on her, and we held her a lot the ways that we could, but it definitely stopped us from doing the things that we wanted to do as parents.
Right. And did you know right away that you wanted to take some kind of measure to get word out about this disease that folks don't know about and help others?
Yes. So one of the things I will say about Hallie, she let us know who she was quickly. So I know all parents know their kids, but she came out like personality blazing. And one of the things that we knew about her was not only how strong she is, but just how compassionate she would have been. She was just this loving, wise soul. And so when she passed, it was almost instant where we were like, we have to do something because we want to make her proud. We want to continue to parent her in that way. And so this is how we do it. This is what we have left, and this is what we cling to. And we love seeing her make this impact on other people and hopefully lead to an eventual cure for this.
And so the organization that you started is?
Heroes for Hallie Grace. Yes. We started it in 2022. Since that time, we've actually raised close to $100,000. So huge, huge success there. But we also have done things like we hosted a Ghost Pirates game. We have a podcast called Grace, Grief, and Grit. We've done tons of awareness events around town. We have a Sips at the Station coming up at Ardsley Station in mid-June. And of course we do our Butterfly Ball, which we'll talk about more later.
Yeah, that's coming up.
And so we do a lot to raise awareness as well. And then one of our main components that we focus on, one of our main mission points, I should say, is we connect with individuals that still have EB and are fighting, and their families. So we help provide things that maybe bigger organizations can't provide, like specific clothing or diapers or changing stations where they can do bandage changes. And then we also do memorial boxes for when they pass away.
Joe, I'd like to get you involved a little bit here. You were telling me before the show that you've met families here in our community that are dealing with the same situation.
Yeah, so unfortunately with EB, it's as rare as it is, most people are just spread out. But you know, every now and then there's a family who's fairly local, and being able to connect with a family or an individual who is going through EB or has a child with EB, it's being able to be connected to somebody who kind of understands what you're going through with a rare disease. And it's really, I didn't realize how important the connection to the community was until Anne went full force into this, and all her connections she's made. It's really, I feel very proud when we are able to connect with another EB family and provide whatever level of support that is, whether it's just emotional support, financial support, helping with bandage changes. It's just, we got so much support from the community when we were knee deep in it with Hallie, and it's just a way that we can still be there for those, because the support's really, really necessary.
Yeah. And so folks are going to be able to meet some of those families, and when you are spreading more awareness, raising more money this Friday night at Savannah Station at this wonderful event, the Butterfly Ball.
Yes. So we actually have, I think, 5 families joining us this year, which is, I think, the most we've ever had. This is our 3rd annual Butterfly Ball, and 3 is a big number for Hallie, so we're expecting it to be huge. But it is Friday night, 6 o'clock, Savannah Station, which is gorgeous. And then we have tons of things you want to come for. So one of the things is our butterfly release, which is Joe's favorite part. It's a very unique event where you actually get to see live butterflies be released in memory or in honor of people. And so people can actually purchase their own butterfly, and they can designate that in honor of a loved one. And then we also donate butterflies in memory of all the EB angels. So we have 96 butterflies going up, which is incredible. And then we have dinner from the Metro Diner and Pooler, and it's going to be delicious. I actually just got the menu. We've got dessert from Savannah Rum Runners and Nothing But Cakes. We have got a live band coming in. They're a rock band coming in from Ohio called Hooked Like Helen, and they are donating their performance, so we're very excited about that. They actually wrote a song about EB. Oh, wow. So they'll be performing that. And then, help me remember. Oh, we have these amazing swag bags. These amazing swag bags. If you get a VIP ticket, which you can still get on our website, we have these incredible swag bags full of local goodies, and they are all sponsored by Safe Harbor, Bahia Blue, and Thunderbolt. And we have a color-changing drink and a silent auction and a DJ, All About You Entertainment, which is the best in Savannah, in our opinion.
So just a lot of fun, a lot of stuff going on, and really a celebration of Hallie and everybody.
It is a celebration of her life. Yes.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
And just how can folks get tickets?
Oh, yes. So on our website, you can just go there. It's Hallie Flies, like butterflies. So HALLIEFLIES.com. It's right there on the homepage, or you can go to events and click there. And tickets are available all the way up till the night of. Unless it sells out.
Exactly. Which we hope for.
Which we hope for.
Great. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
It is always amazing when you see people taking something so personal to them and using it for good, and you are certainly doing that. And I know there are a lot of families out there that really appreciate that work.
Thank you for helping us.
Thanks for coming. Have a great time on Friday.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Coming up on Morning Break, we will share advice.